Mabu, hi, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. My channel is about being married to a woman from the Philippines, and I've been married for almost 9 years now. This is a TikTok comment I'd like you to respond to, and by the way, subscribe here to Love Beyond the Sea. This comment was about foreigners acting like big shots that feel that Filipinos will always run after them, and they say we're all humans. And so I wanted to talk about the big shot aspect. I did a video recently about, difference between generosity and showing off. And this is somewhat related, this idea of being a big shot, but it's not so much of something that somebody is displaying with, their money or their clothes or whatever. It's more of an attitude that is being given off if somebody is trying to act like they're a big shot and that the Filipina is supposed to be impressed with them. I really don't think that Filipinas or even women in general are all that impressed with a big shot. I think they basically don't understand them and feel like they're arrogant and feel like they're better than anybody else. And that's a big turnoff to any woman. And in the Philippines, it seems like, to me, they like the men to be, on the humble and giving side and the protective side than somebody that's acting like a big shot. I think if a foreigner is going to look for a Filipina wife like I did, he doesn't have to act like a big shot. Just try to be yourself. If you don't feel like there's a lot of impressive things about yourself, then don't worry about it. If that's the case, the last thing you want to do is pretend that you're someone you're not, or pretend that you have capabilities or attributes that you do not possess, because it won't take long for a Filipina or any woman to discover that about you. No reason to act like you're a big shot because you're from a Western country. And the Philippines has a lot of poverty. That doesn't make you a big shot just because you live, several thousand miles away. And even if you were a big shot, you certainly wouldn't want to come across that way. If you have a lot to offer, then just offer it to some woman so you can get married. But have you ever felt like a big shot? When I went there for the first time to the Philippines, total shock to my system, and I didn't know what to expect. I never felt like I was a big shot. I never felt like I could even catch people looking at me from the corner of my eye. You hear people saying, well, you go to the Philippines, they're just falling all over themselves to get to know you and be your girlfriend or your wife. But that wasn't my experience. It never has been there. When we were in Davao City, and maybe there's not, I don't know, I don't think there's that many foreigners in there. I would have expected, especially with my height, attracting a little more attention, but I guess nobody thought I was a big shot. I didn't think I was a big shot. Part of my selling point to my wife in the Philippines was not that I was a big shot. That's a real turnoff to a woman. And I did tell her, though, who I thought I was and what I was trying to accomplish in marriage, which from thousands of miles away, I wasn't there, to look to date somebody for a few years. I said I wanted to get married. I was 53 years old, been a long time, wanted to have a wife. And so I talked about how I thought marriage would go, the important things in life. Now, if a woman had thought, well, that guy's just too serious, no problem. They would just find somebody else, and hopefully they would. But I never got the impression that I was turning anybody off. I wanted to be open and honest and transparent and say that I wanted to get married, but I didn't flaunt, where I lived. Nothing special about that, or my car, or degrees, which I don't have any. But I wouldn't have mentioned that gosh, how important is that? What's going to matter is how you treat her, what kind of person she thinks you are by the vibe you were giving off, and I would just give off a natural, honest vibe. And if there's things about you that need some work, well, don't try to be a big shot. Just try to improve those things in your life so that you can be ready and able to attract somebody from another country like the Philippines. But showing off, being a big shot, that's no way to find love beyond the sea.